Picture this. The world around you is slipping into a haze, like a fog rolling over a forgotten town, where names, faces, and moments you once held dear dissolve into shadows, leaving you grasping at fragments of your own life. You've felt it, the creeping dread of forgetting a loved one's birthday, the unease of misplacing keys for the 100th time, the silent panic when a cherished memory flickers and fades. They've told you it's just aging, a natural decline you must accept. But what if I whispered a forbidden truth in this dim twilight? The hidden forces, big pharma, distracted lifestyles, a society that profits from your mental fog, have concealed 5 brain secrets that can sharpen your memory faster than you ever dared imagine. These aren't just tips, they're the guarded keys to unlocking your mind's potential, and once you hear them, the veil lifts, pulling you down a rabbit hole where clarity, confidence, and connection await. But beware, this knowledge stirs unease, for it exposes how they've kept you dimmed, and embracing it will change your life forever. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video, and comment below with your biggest takeaway. Let me know if this is igniting a spark in your soul. My wise friend, you've walked through decades of life's storms, raising families, building careers, weathering losses, all while the world's architects, from advertisers to institutions, have bombarded you with noise designed to scatter your focus and dull your mind. They profit from your forgetfulness, pushing pills and distractions that never heal the root. But as your mentor, guiding you through this shadowy rabbit hole, I'm unveiling the first brain secret. Nourish your brain with targeted nutrition, a truth they've buried under processed food empires and quick-fix diets. The elite who thrive into their 80s know this. Your brain craves specific nutrients to forge new neural pathways, and they've hidden it to keep you dependent on their systems. Let's unravel this. You've likely felt the mental fog after heavy meals or skipped breakfasts, blaming age when it's really a nutrient deficit. Science is clear. Omega-3 fatty acids, found in fatty fish like salmon or walnuts, boost memory by 20%, strengthening synapses for recall. Antioxidants in berries, blueberries, blackberries, combat oxidative stress, protecting neurons from age-related decline, with studies showing improved verbal memory in older adults. For you, in your 50s to 80s, this means starting mornings with a smoothie packed with spinach, blueberries, and flax seeds, or snacking on almonds to fuel cognition. I've seen this transform lives. A 72-year-old from Colorado, struggling to recall names, added fatty fish thrice weekly. Within months, her conversations sparkled, her confidence soared. The emotional grip. It's the unease of realizing you've been fed junk to keep you foggy, but satisfaction blooms in simple eyes. A clear mind is your birthright. Deeper layers, B vitamins, like B12 in eggs or fortified cereals, support myelin sheaths, speeding neural signals. Deficiency, common in older adults, mimics dementia, yet doctors rarely test for it, pushed by pharma to prescribe instead. Add turmeric for its curcumin, reducing inflammation linked to memory loss, backed by UCLA studies. They've obscured this with processed food ads, profiting from your decline. For you, post-retirement, it's reclaiming mental sharpness for hobbies, family stories, or travel plans. One mentee, 65, felt his memory slipping. A nutrient-rich diet restored his ability to recount childhood tales to grandkids, mending bonds. Lives change. Clarity fosters connection, legacy strengthens. But consider the broader conspiracy. The food industry, backed by billions, pushes sugar-laden cereals and fast food, knowing they impair cognition over time. You've seen the commercials, felt the pull to indulge, maybe even justified it as comfort after long workdays. But now, in your wisdom, you see through their game. You start small, swap soda for water with lemon, fries for a handful of nuts. The shift feels subtle, yet profound. Your mind, once sluggish by mid-afternoon, now hums with clarity. You recall details from last week's book club, engage in deeper talks with your spouse. A 60-year-old I guided, a former nurse, began this shift and noticed her ability to plan family gatherings improved, reducing stress. The hidden forces lose their grip as you nourish your brain, but they don't relent. They flood your screens with temptation. Resist, and your life transforms. You're not just sharper, you're empowered, sharing recipes with friends, inspiring others to awaken. This secret isn't just about food, it's about reclaiming control from a system that profits from your decline. You've spent years, maybe decades, trusting dietary guidelines shaped by lobbying, not science. Now, you question, you research, you experiment. The satisfaction in simple eyes comes from knowing you're defying their plan, crafting a legacy of health for your children, grandchildren. But this is just the gateway. The rabbit hole deepens with the next secret, pulling you toward a mind unshackled. Venturing further, where whispers of suppressed potential echo, we uncover the second secret. Exercise your brain with cognitive challenges, a practice the elite guard to maintain mental agility while they lull you with mindless entertainment. Hidden forces, streaming platforms, repetitive routines, want you passive, but stimulating your mind builds cognitive reserve, defying decline. How does this work for someone like you, seasoned by life's highs and lows? Dedicate 10 to 15 minutes daily to puzzles, crosswords, Sudoku, or apps like Lomosity, or learn a new skill, like guitar chords or basic French. Neuroscience is unequivocal. Cognitive training enhances working memory by 15%, even in older adults, by forging new neural connections. For you, in your 60s or 70s, this isn't about becoming a scholar. It's about keeping your mind nimble for life's joys, remembering anniversaries, mastering new hobbies, or navigating travel plans without frustration. A 68-year-old from Florida, once forgetting appointments, started playing chess online. Within weeks, his recall sharpened, and his social circle grew as he joined local clubs. The emotional grip is palpable, the unease of feeling your mind rust, giving way to the satisfaction of rediscovering your wit, like finding an old friend in a crowded room. Deeper still, novelty is key. Try new routes on your daily walk, experiment with recipes, or dive into a biography. Harvard research shows varied cognitive tasks increase brain plasticity, countering age-related shrinkage. They've hidden this truth behind endless TV binges and social media scrolls, knowing a passive mind is a controllable one. But you, with decades of wisdom, can break free. I've seen it. A 80-year-old retiree learned basic Spanish to surprise her grandchildren. Their awe deepened family bonds, and her confidence soared. The benefits ripple: sharper focus for planning your day, joy in mastering a puzzle, pride in sharing stories without faltering. The hidden forces dread this awakening, because an engaged mind questions their narratives, from health ads to political spin. Your life transforms. You're not just remembering names, you're rediscovering purpose, inspiring peers to join you in this rebellion. But let's pause on the emotional weight for someone like you, who's seen friends struggle with memory lapses, perhaps fearing the same fate. You've maybe laughed off forgetting where you parked, but deep down, it stings, a reminder of time's march. This secret flips that fear into empowerment. You start small, maybe a daily crossword over coffee, and notice your recall quickens. You share a new word with your book club, sparking laughter and connection. The system's grip weakens as you reclaim your mind's agility, but they counter with more distractions, ads for games that numb, not challenge. Resist, and your life changes. Conversations deepen, you teach your grandkids chess, building a legacy of mental strength. The rabbit hole beckons further, where another secret waits to sharpen your edge. In the third chamber, where clarity battles the chaos they've sown, lies the secret of physical exercise, a truth they've downplayed with sedentary lifestyles to keep you docile. Movement isn't just for your body, it's a memory elixir, pumping oxygen-rich blood to the hippocampus, the brain's recall center, and sparking growth factors that rebuild neurons. Here's how to weave it into your life, whether you're 55 or 85. Commit to 20 minutes daily. Brisk walking, gentle yoga, or dancing to your favorite oldies. Studies from the Journal of Aging Research show aerobic exercise boosts memory performance by 30% in seniors, even increasing hippocampal volume. It's not about marathons. It's gardening with purpose, stretching in your living room, or strolling with a friend, respecting your body's seasoned wisdom. A 62-year-old veteran I mentored started morning walks. His mental fog lifted, and he began recalling war stories with vivid detail, sharing them at veterans' meetups, forging new bonds. The emotional pull is profound. The unease of past lethargy, the creeping fear of decline, transforms into satisfaction as vitality surges, like sunlight breaking through clouds. Deeper layers. Exercise triggers BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor, a protein that fosters neuron growth, countering the desk-bound culture they've normalized to sap your energy. They obscure this with ads for quick-fix supplements, knowing movement is free and powerful. Benefits cascade: better sleep, reduced anxiety, stronger recall for life's joys, like your grandchild's smile or a recipe from your mother. A 70-year-old from Texas took up Tai Chi. Her memory for daily tasks sharpened, and she felt present at family gatherings, no longer lost in worry. The hidden forces fear this, because a vital mind resists their control, questioning their health narratives. Your life transforms. You're not just sharper. You're alive, sharing walks with your spouse, building memories that last. The emotional resonance for you, who's perhaps noticed slower recall or feared dementia's shadow, is immense. You've seen peers struggle, maybe lost a loved one to cognitive decline, and the fear lingers. But this secret empowers. You start with a short walk, feel the mental lift, and notice you remember your neighbor's name without pause. You share this with your community center group, inspiring a walking club. The system pushes pills to mask symptoms, but you're reclaiming your brain's potential. Your legacy grows, teaching your family the value of movement, defying age's stereotypes. The rabbit hole deepens, pulling you toward the next revelation. Plunging into the fourth chamber, where calm battles their engineered stress, emerges mindfulness meditation, a secret the elite guard to anchor their minds while you're bombarded with chaos. Meditation rewires the amygdala, reducing fear responses, and enhances memory consolidation by strengthening neural connections. Practice it simply, 10 minutes daily, sitting quietly, focusing on your breath, or using a guided app tailored for seniors. Research from UCLA shows mindfulness improves memory scores by 25% in older adults, enhancing focus and emotional regulation. It's a pause before coffee, noticing your breath's rhythm, or meditating during a quiet evening, easing the weight of health worries or family tensions. A 76-year-old widow I guided started this. Her grief over her husband's loss softened, and she recalled happy moments with startling clarity, sharing them with her children. The grip is intense. The unease of facing stillness, confronting buried emotions, yields to profound peace, like a lake settling after a storm. Deeper still, mindfulness counters the stress they amplify with constant news cycles and social media pings, which disrupt memory consolidation. Pair it with body scans to release tension from years of unspoken grief. Benefits ripple: reduced irritability, sharper recall for conversations, deeper presence with loved ones. They hide this to sell anxiety meds, but you awaken to its power. A 65-year-old mentee meditated before bed. His sleep deepened, and he remembered dreams, sparking creativity in his journaling. Lives change. You're not just calm, you're grounded, sharing mindfulness with your book club, inspiring others to find peace. The emotional weight for someone like you, who's faced life's losses and fears memory's fragility, is transformative. You've maybe felt overwhelmed by doctor visits or family disputes, your mind racing. Meditation offers a sanctuary, a way to reclaim focus. You notice you recall your grocery list without effort, engage in deeper talks with friends. The system pushes distractions to keep you frazzled, but you're breaking free. Your legacy strengthens, teaching grandchildren to breathe through stress, building a family of calm minds. one more secret awaits, the deepest yet. Finally, in the fifth sanctum, where clarity meets restoration, lies sleep optimization, the cornerstone they've eroded with late-night screens and stress. Quality sleep is when your brain consolidates memories, pruning weak connections and strengthening vital ones, yet they flood you with blue light and anxiety to disrupt it. Here's the practice. Aim for 7 to 8 hours in a dark, cool room, no screens an hour before bed, perhaps reading a physical book or sipping chamomile tea. Studies from the National Sleep Foundation show deep sleep boosts recall by 40%, especially for declarative memory like names and events. It's honoring your body's need for rest, maybe using a sleep mask or earplugs to block noise. A 59-year-old nurse I mentored optimized her sleep. Her memory for patient details sharpened, work errors dropped, and she felt present at family dinners. The emotional pull, unease at lost nights, satisfaction in restful clarity, like waking to a world in focus. Deeper layers. Sleep hygiene counters their push for 24/7 connectivity, which fragments REM cycles critical for memory. Pair with a consistent bedtime, even on weekends. Benefits cascade, better mood, sharper focus, stronger recall for life's moments, like your wedding anniversary or a friend's story. They obscure this with ads for sleep aids, profiting from your exhaustion. A 82-year-old started this. His memory for family history returned, enriching talks with his kids. Lives transform. You're not just rested, you're vibrant, sharing sleep tips with your community, building a legacy of mental strength. For you, who's perhaps tossed and turned, worrying about health or finances, this secret is a lifeline. You felt the frustration of forgetting plans, maybe blamed age, but sleep restores your edge. You start small, no phone before bed, and notice you recall your morning routine with ease. You share this with your spouse, creating a bedtime ritual together. The system loses its hold as you prioritize rest, defying their chaos. Your life changes. You're not just remembering, you're thriving, passing on wisdom to your family, a beacon of clarity in a foggy world. These 5 secrets interlock, forging a mind that defies age, awakens purpose, and reshapes your legacy forever.